all.
Is that unlikely?
Nekataka harbors many foreigners, but they count upon a small army of diplomats and emissaries to buy passage with words or coin. You have no one but yourself. Ah, that silver tongue of yours will be put to the test.
So we need to be a little more diplomatic. You promised to help me.
I have not forgotten. We will get you to Nekataka.
Good, fix my boat.
And for that, you need your sheep.
I'm sorry, ship.
I'll arrange it with Ikawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Well, thank you for your help.
Bompiaco. It is only right, after all you have done for me. I won't keep you further. You have a long and very strange journey ahead. Some advice. After you have had your audience with the Queen, seek out the Valian Trading Company. They make their headquarters in Nekataka, and the company always appreciates good help.
So that's probably going to be like a hub for quests. That's what my head thinks of. Nice. I think that's everything we can do here. Let's make sure. Find him in Nekataka. Lantern of Gone. Yeah, was unable to harvest any souls from the ashen bodies. Because they were ashen. So right now she's basically harvesting a bunch of souls. Reach Nekataka. Go to our boat. Let's go to the boat. Get to the next town and like upgrade our gear. Can I preemptively cast that shell on Adair?
I'm here.
Combat only. These are all combat only. And this just came with it. We didn't even look at this. Foe AoE. Stuns. It's a long cast time. But like if we're meleeing behind him, that is a huge AoE stun. That is actually amazing. And now we can cast 2 of those. That's even better. Did you get something cool I didn't notice? No. You're just
What
just
can
good.
I do you for?
Oh, what did you have? Vile Thorns. It's an AoE. Is it? No? If successful, they're sickened, so they take 5 constitution. At nearby enemies, causing pierce damage and potentially sickening. So is this another like AoE thing? So this is around her, I think. Because it's not giving me a distance. So we got a lot of great spells. I think we're well on our way to doing well. So let's get back to our boat. I want to get to the boat. Dude, and we got 4,000 experience from that? That's amazing. Can we supply our boat? We have food supplies. Oh, here's the supplies. We have no repair, no ammunition, and we're half medicine. If I do this, what happens? Oh, wow, that's cool. We're good on that. Maybe that. I like having repair. I actually want a bunch of this, to be fair. Yeah. Cool. I want the rice because the rice is really good, easy food, and like minus or 10% damage less taken. That's fantastic. So we're going to go back to our ship. Hope everyone's having a very happy Tuesday, or whatever day it is you're watching this. We're just about to get the game started, apparently. We're starting to get better at combat and pulling and knowing what spells we can use. We're getting some debuffs. We're getting some buffs. I really like the beetle spell. I'll probably be using that one more often to make sure he doesn't die. Because 200 is basically
Good.
double his
You are
health.
here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikawa gestures towards your vessel, where a motley group of Juana and Valine workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float.
Yay!
For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
I thought you were supposed to fix it. Do you know where Nakataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east.
Okay.
Take care in Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice.
So go up and then a little right.
Come. We will see your Defiant out to sea.
Do you have a wine bottle? That's what they do for boats, right?
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Oh, you just gave us some of the stuff we just bought. Dang, okay.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm.
It's fine.
However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship.
That was a lot of experience just for getting our ship back. Twice.
I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Hire 5 people. Task completed. Okay. Purchase supplies for your ship. We have purchased supplies for our ship. Oh gosh, there is ship-to-ship combat. Ah! That had to have been scripted. That was like directly in our face. As the Defiant leaves Port Maje behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trading vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests in view across the Defiant's starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sail signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. Fine. Face him. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings around quickly, disturbing the gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids out a white splotch on the deck as a sign of its disapproval. You even out the wheel and bear straight towards the dhow. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rose on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with the shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He appears at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, in a stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlan. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm round his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and wildly branded cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. Okay.
Adro, Waterocadno. On behalf of the Principe Sen Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain uptilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. Principe Sen Patrini. Responding to the collapse of Gran Valia, noble families packed up their households and sailed abroad, seeking opportunities away from the shadow of their homeland. Over time, their old-world traditions evolved into a new identity as the Principe Sen Patrina, the princes without a homeland, a loosely connected and regulated organization of pirates. Oh. He's a pirate. And we're clever. You couldn't have asked before you boarded my ship, uninvited?
Echoes. It has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave.
We killed a dragon?
Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Loth is cautious but curious. What? Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice, drowning all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different, sun-shod sea behind your eyes. I could fight against it. I want to take. Let's fight against it. You close your mind against the spiritual invasion, but the visions slide around and through your defenses, washing over you as impeccably as the sea. The visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Ferrante's hand, and a warmth spills through you, excitement, pride, and respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lamp-lit galley, swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and sweet fruit, with sailors and their songs and sweat. The scene billows away, ice cold and clawing, replaced with the crew on deck, solemn and staring, as Ferrante grasps one of their own by their throat. No, not one of their own, no more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features as Ferrante reads this man his last rites. Thief or no, they'll consign him to Andra, as tradition dictates. Goddess of the sea. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant. Looking into Ferrante's face, he raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
At the beginning of the game. Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. A cipher? I don't remember if it was the name of the Drake. I missed something, but you say this Captain Benwith is the one who attacked me.
The short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months. He is no son of Valia. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent. Benwith is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. He risks all that we value.
We have perception. So Benwith, I was thinking this. If Benwith is the second most selfish captain, who's the first? And perception again. He pinches at his lips, eyes narrowing thoughtfully, but you can see that he's biting back a mischievous grin.
Perhaps I have said too much. This is a problem solely of my own. For now.
She. So it's a she. Why accept non-Valians into Principe if they're going to cause trouble?
Few pirates retire comfortably, amigo. We sink and we hang or we burn. We must replace our losses, accepting from many regions, including the Deadfire.
If Benwith is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benwith is no captain of mine, amigo. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails.
Oh.
Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
Why is this a concern of me?
As an ally to the Knights of the Crucible, I believe Benweth sought to take you down a notch.
Oh. So we're with the Knights of the Crucible, and Benwith doesn't like them.
Word of Benweth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you.
Well, crap.
I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benweth.
For on tease, for do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters, but not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. Why would you... So, he wants me to temper him for him? So why do you want me to help?
I will be honest with you, amico. I do not favor Benweth, nor do I care for the company he keeps. Such fools and scoundrels serve only to tarnish the Principe's reputable name. But I believe you will be capable of setting him straight.
Insight! It sounds like if I defeat Benwith, I'll be doing you a favor. I want a boon for it. The good humor wipes from his face.
Of course, amico. Work with me, and I will weight your pockets with gold.
Okay.
When you have dealt with my problem, I will prepare a fine welcome for you at my port. Now, a tip for you.
His smile returns twofold, and he nods amicably.
Benweth's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Fronte flourishes a hand toward the Orlin at his side, so Seraphin.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the fucking model of the Gentleman of Fortune.
That is definitely Liam O'Brien.
As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
He did that kind of voice for one of the one-shots he did on Critical Role. I don't remember which one.
Felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
You feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the Gentlemen of Leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
That's quite the way to put it. What can you do for me?
Are you asking aside from my vaunted ship hunting abilities, self-evident manners, and cyclopedic know-how of all things piratical?
Pride. Color rises in Aloth's cheeks. He shakes his head. Yes, aside from the obvious.
Well, there'll be me knowing my way around Fort Deadlight, so named on account of it being a fortress and all. I got my contacts inside, and I'll be half handy with a gun if shit goes belly up.
So ranged.
Adding to that, I'll be right easy on the eyes, or so the lasses tell me.
He raises his eyebrows in two quick bumps. Quite easy.
I'll be the old package and a half, Captain.
He bows again, only half as low this time, his eyes never leaving yours. Wow.
As you see, Seraphin is both insufferable and marvelously useful.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
He pats his belly as he strides to your side.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
So now we need to decide if we want to go straight to Nekataka or take a side thing. What the heck is a cipher? Causes the cipher's weapons to generate a field of parasitic energy that lashes out at the target. Increases plus 20% damage with weapons? Well, dang. Self, chance for random wild surge on a cipher spellcast. Cipher who have developed their powers without formal training. Never learning to properly focus their energy, their wild mind is capable of violent surges of fantastic power that manifest in unpredictable ways. A bonus. Cipher spells have a chance to trigger an unexpected effect. This can manifest in spectacular ways, often, but not always, aiding the party. Penalty. Sometimes wild mind manifestations cause undesirable effects. Oh. Mind Wave. Costs 10 focus. 10 meters. So it hits a target and goes... It's raw damage. Hits them and then generates a cone behind them. Ooh. Eye Strike shocks a target's visual, blinding them and nearby enemies, so another blind. Assails the target's grasp of reality, causing shaken and confuse. I like confuse. Damage, damage. Echo? Paralyze. Wow, great CC. Bouncing damage. Shield. Recall Agony. Causes the target to relive the psychic trauma of an injury moments after receiving it. Experience the damage all over again. 30% of received damage is reapplied as raw damage for 15 seconds. That's like a 30% increase to damage, period. That's raw. Cannot be, like, resisted. Wow. Mind Blades co-ops the target's essence, generating a slashing blade of force that attacks them before leaping to additional target. You just have so many attacks, dude. That's awesome. Invades the minds of target in the area, causing them to believe they are surrounded by phantom foes, leaving them flanked for the duration. Well, dang. So you have a lot of really cool ability. Dominated? Oh, he's got an MC. Well, dang. I want to see what the Barbarian does, because I didn't look at a Barbarian. Frenzy sends Barbarian to Frenzy Rain, granting strong and fit aspirations as well as action speed bonus. But takes more damage. Because I want somebody else that can be up front. Right now, that's kind of not us. Adair's up there kind of by himself. We can maybe tank her out a bit. But she's like our main healer. But we have some off healing. I like the MC, so we're going to do that. But what does Witch mean? It would be we'd be doing both of these. We could still get the MC. But let's do it as he's supposed to. Let's just make him... We'll just do how the game intended. Oh, wow. So we have a full party now? Or do we get one more? I don't know what the party cap is. I'd like to have like 2 up front, me right behind them, and then 2 total range people. Injured crew. What is this? To ship deck. Embark. On the ship, you can test that to embark. Cool. Ship-to-ship combat. In the Deadfire, not every ship at the sea is friendly. Hostile ships can attempt to engage you in ship-to-ship combat. During ship combat, distance and orientation to the enemy are vital to your success. Distance determines the enemy in range of your cannons, or if you're in range of theirs. Orientation determines what cannons, if any, you can fire. Oh, wow. Turning each side of your enemy may allow you to fire most cannons, but it makes you an easier target. Maintain sails and hull. Damaged sails limit the speed. If hull is destroyed, the ship will sink. A ship's cannons are also limited by how much ammunition the ship is carrying. When 2 ships are close to each other, they can board or ram. Boarding locks the 2 ships together and transitions into a deck-to-deck fight between the 2 ships' crews. A ramming attack does damage to the hulls of both ships. If one does not sink, the battle transitions into a deck-to-deck battle. Huh. Once you have victoriously sunk the other ship, or defeated them in deck-to-deck combat, you can plunder what remains. Plunder typically includes ship resources, treasure, and occasionally the unique triumph of a noteworthy enemy captain. Coins can be shared with the crew to improve morale, and triumphs are always flown from your ship's rigging. Cool. I think we still need to get a full crew. What was the button to open up so I can... Somebody's injured. How do we deal with that? I don't want anybody injured. Minus morale with the injury. So how do I get rid of the injury? Can I click my ship? Oh. We just hit the middle of the keyboard and something will happen. There are several jobs on the ship that the crew needs to fill while sailing. Every ship needs a deckhand, cannoneer, helmsman, and all ships benefit from having a cook, surgeon, and navigator. Known sailors. Okay. Consume both food and drink while adventuring. The type of food and drink you feed them will adjust your morale. More expensive provisions make them happier. Cheap food and drink will lower them. Even so, the few things will impact your crew's morale as badly as letting them starve. So don't let them starve. There are several jobs. The captain determines how lucky the ship has gained advantage, the first move, or other bonuses. Okay. Deckhands are required to perform any maneuvers in ship-to-ship combat. If a ship does not have enough deckhands, it will move more slowly on the world map. The more skilled deckhands a ship has, the faster it is. Boatswain counts as a deckhand, but more importantly for the ability to accelerate the completion of special events, like putting out a deckfire. A helmsman is required for turning and jibe actions in the ship-to-ship combat. More experienced helmsmen make the ship harder to hit after performing a turn and jibe actions. Jibe turns the ship's stern through the wind, shifting its relation to the enemy vessel by 180. Cool. Surge increases the rate of healing. Two jobs have no combat roles, but still called upon to resolve ship events. The navigator increases speed on the world map, and the cook reduces food consumption. Cool. So, we have a carved hull. Arena, who's a cook, is injured. I think it said put it over here. Cracked bone for 6 days. Ow. So we have hardtack. Do we have something better than hardtack? We have rice. Water decreases morale? Really? Huh. So right now morale is going down. Ale. There you go. Have some ale. That's plus 0 morale, so that's normal. You're still not getting a plus, are you? Palmstone. No. Dang it. Where's something that gives more plus morale? There you go. Pork. Have some pork. There you go. Cool. Now you're healing. We have 20 sail health, 20 hull health. We move 50 meters around. No triumphs. Cool. We just let a bunch of medicine. I think we get people at the inn. So let's go to the Kraken's Eye. And I'd say as we go into the Kraken's Eye, we call it a day.